El Cortez Sportsbook in downtown Las Vegas. Thank you for joining us this evening, where we hope to provide you with data that you can use to better inform your wagering decisions. You want to go use the promo code CHAN to get 20% off any BetQL subscription. The subscriptions will give you access to the red hot BetQL model. So if you're looking to subscribe on a weekly basis, a monthly basis, a yearly basis for one sport, for two sports, for all sports, use the promo code CHAN so you can get 20% off any BetQL subscription. I do want to let you know about a free five-star college football bet for tomorrow. The Memphis Tigers are 18-point favorites against Arkansas State in week one of the college football season. The BetQL model is suggesting that you lay the points with the Tigers as the favorites. So that is a free five-star bet for tomorrow. The first game that we will preview for tomorrow is the Celtics and Raptors. The Raptors are 1-point favorites. The over-under is 214 points. The Celtics lead the series 2-1 thanks to a miracle three-pointer from OG Anunoby at the buzzer. The Raptors were plus 12 against the Celtics from the three-point line in Game 3, which was a welcome result for Toronto after Boston had outscored them by 33 points in the first two games. The Raptors are going to need to outpace Boston from the three-point line to even the series. While much has been made of Pascal Siakam's struggles in the series, Jason Tatum hasn't met his lofty expectations either against Toronto. He failed to score 20 points in Game 3, which was the fourth time this season against Toronto that Tatum couldn't crack the 20-point mark. His averages of 19.4 points and 39.4% shooting from the field against the Raptors are well below his overall season averages of 23.4 points per game on 45% shooting from the field. So even though Siakam has not met his All-Star expectations, arguably Tatum has not met his Superstar expectations either against the Raptors. The over/under for this series continues to fall in each game, but if you've been watching the show, you've been able to cash some unders on these games. The Celtics have continued to smother their opponents defensively, whether it's the Sixers or the Raptors. The final average total score in the Celtics playoff game is just a little bit over 209 points. Boston's opponents are averaging a mere 99.8 points per game, and the Raptors, even in their victory, only scored 104. So this is a series where you've been able to bet under pretty comfortably, and it's been a relatively stress-free endeavor. You want to go to the BetQL website to go check out the free content that's available, and after you've had a chance to do so, you want to use the promo code CHAN to get 20% off any BetQL subscription. The subscription will pay for itself. The model has been red hot when it comes to totals and run lines in baseball and the college football season thus far. So you want to go use the promo code CHAN to get 20% off any BetQL subscription. Game 2 is tomorrow between the Nuggets and the Clippers. The Clippers are 9-point favorites. The over/under for the game is 221.5 points. The margins in the last three Nuggets Clippers games are 23, 13, and 29, all Clipper victories. The Nuggets have averaged just 103.6 points in these three games. And the Clippers have handled the Nuggets in every game that Paul George has played in against Denver. Denver did win the first game that these two teams had against each other, but Paul George did not play in that game. And since then, the Clippers have absolutely manhandled the Denver Nuggets. There's little reason to expect a different result in Game 2. So if you do expect the Clippers to win this game, they're likely going to be able to win by a big number and cover the 9 points. One game that's already has lines available for Sunday is the Bucks versus the Heat. The Heat are actually now 1.5 favorites after they've taken a 3-0 lead. They are going for a stunning sweep of the Milwaukee Bucks. The over-under for the game is 220 points. The ironic thing about this series is that before their meltdown in the fourth quarter of Game 3, the Bucks had actually won 6 straight quarters since the first quarter of Game 2, and they held a 12-point lead going into the fourth quarter, where they were outscored by a 40-13 margin. The Bucks actually did some things in Game 3 that they should have been satisfied with. They won the points in the paint battle by 12 points. They were able to build a big lead without a very dominant game from Giannis Antetokounmpo before things fell apart. So the Heat are now shockingly the favorites to get the sweep on Sunday. They are 1.5 point favorites after the Bucks have been favored for 3 straight games. So a really stunning result and a really stunning series overall. But the Bucks are certainly on the brink of an absolute collapse for the second straight playoff season. The Rockets-Lakers game is still going on. I've got a 3-unit bet on the Rockets. Right now, the Rockets lead the Lakers by an 8-point margin. I'm just hoping that the Rockets can somehow hold on in this game. I am getting 7 points. So it is looking promising right now, but if it's never over until the final buzzer in the NBA, no lead is ever safe. It is Labor Day weekend here in Las Vegas, so things are picking up. There was a lot more traffic going around downtown and the Strip today. But if you missed it earlier, I do want to alert you to a free college football 5-star bet from the BetQL model. That is Memphis minus 18 tomorrow. The model is also the model is also suggesting a bet on the total. You can actually, I'm not going to tell you that because I do want you to go check out the website. It's available for free. There's a 5-star bet on the total as well in this game. There's a lot of free content that you can take advantage of if you want to look at it before you make your decision on whether to subscribe. I have an article previewing tomorrow's Celtics Raptors game as well. That's going to be very similar in content to what we talked about today. So certainly check out the BetQL website tomorrow. Go check out my article and to go check out what the model says as to the Memphis Arkansas State total. But the free college football 5-star bet is Memphis minus 18, way in the points with the Tigers against Arkansas State. If you made a decision that you want to go subscribe to BetQL, certainly use the promo code CHAN to get 20% off any subscription. If you have any questions or suggestions for any future shows, go ahead. You can tweet me at Ian Lazaran on Twitter. I do welcome your feedback on how we can make the show better and more appealing. But thank you for joining me this evening on the Big Data Show. Looks like the Rockets have pulled ahead, and it looks like the cover is looking pretty good right now. The Rockets are up 7 on the Lakers with 9:51 left in the fourth quarter. So Rockets bettors, we just have to fade 16 a net deficit of 16 points in the next 9 minutes. So, but the BetQL show will come back sometime next week from Las Vegas. But until then, have a safe Labor Day weekend. I hope you win your bets, and good luck. And thank you again for joining the Big Data Show on QL.